Assalamualaikum, Miss Munazza here. We are starting our first chapter of Social Studies Class 4. Chapter number 1, The Earth in Space. In this chapter, we will learn about the Earth. Introduction. The Earth is like a huge ball. It is the third planet from the Sun. Earth also turns around in space, so that different parts face the Sun at different. Second heading is sphere. A sphere is a geometrical object in three-dimensional space that is the surface of a ball to a circular object in two dimensions. North and South Pole. The Earth does not rotate vertically but on an axis is 24 degree. When you use a compass, the arrow always points towards north. The North Pole is at the northernmost point of the Earth, while the South Pole is at the southernmost point of the Earth. If we will learn about Earth, we must know about the universe. What is universe? The universe is all of space and times and their contents, including planets, stars, galaxies, and other forms of matter and energy. Astronauts. Astronauts or cosmonaut is a person trained by a human spaceflight program to command. Pilots serve as a crew member of a spacecraft, although generally reserved for a professional space traveler into space, including scientists, politicians, journalists, and tourists. Spaceship. A spacecraft is a craft, vehicle, vessel, or machine designed for spaceflight. Spaceship may also refer a starship spacecraft built for interstellar flight. Unidentified flying object UFO. Second heading is space probe. A space probe is a robotic spacecraft that does not orbit Earth but instead explore further into outer space. A space probe may approach the moon, travel through the interplanetary space. What is satellite? A satellite is an object that orbits another object. In space, satellites may be natural or man-made. The moon is a natural satellite that orbits the Earth. They receive and send radio and TV signals and send information back to the Earth. Orbit. An orbit is a path that an object takes in space when it goes around a star, a planet, or a moon. It can also be used as a verb. For instance, the Earth orbits around the Sun. The word revolves has the same meaning, but the rotate is the spin of the object. Axis. This is an imaginary line running from the North Pole to the South Pole through the center of the Earth. Equator. An imaginary line that runs all the way around the middle of the Earth. Hemisphere. Hemi means half. The equator divided the Earth into the northern and southern hemisphere. Rotation and revolution. The Earth spins or rotates from the west to east on its axis. It takes 24 hours or 1 day. At the same time, the Earth is moving around the Sun. This movement is called revolution. Solstice. This article is about the astronomical event. For the articles about specific solstice, see June solstice and December solstice. For cultural celebrations, see midsummer and midwinter. Spring and autumn equinox. The equinox marking the beginning of spring in the northern hemisphere occur about March 21st when the sun moves north across the celestial equator. The autumn equinox fall about the 23rd September as the sun crosses the celestial equator going to south. Activity: do homework from this book, page 4. Draw and write these words in the correct spaces on the diagram. Thank you.